Hello there guys and welcome to my YouTube channel, and this is a brand new video, and this video is the match preview for Chelsea versus Manchester City, and this game kicks off today at 4:30 p.m. at Stamford Bridge. Um it's a really tough game, to be honest, but hopefully this new year we could finally get back to form. We could get some wins, make Chelsea title contenders, maybe progress into the Champions League um, round of 16, maybe win the FA Cup. That's all I'm praying for this season because Lampard is under some serious pressure right now. Serious pressure. I really don't want him to get sacked, but if he doesn't win our next two games, he could get sacked. And then I have to bring in another manager, which I don't know who would bring in. Maybe the former PS Saint-Germain manager, I cannot pronounce his name, or somebody else. Because I really don't want Lampard to get sacked. I want him and Chelsea to turn this around. That's why this game is a really tough game. So before I start, so if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel, hit the like button if you enjoy this content, and hit the bell notifications once I've uploaded a brand new video. And before I start this match preview, I want to wish every single one of you a happy new year. I know today's the 3rd of January, but it's the first video of 2021. Happy New Year. I hope you guys are doing well. Welcome to 2021, which hopefully will be one of the best years of our lives. Let's hope that, like I said, Chelsea can be title contenders, progress into the Champions League, maybe win the FA Cup. Let's hope that Chelsea's year will be better than last year. And hopefully, most of all, let's hope coronavirus will soon be wiped out, will soon be over, so that fans can return. We don't have to socially distance anymore. No more wearing a face mask. No more doing this rules all the time. So yeah, that's what I'm praying for. Coronavirus to be wiped out and Chelsea to turn this around this year, because last year in, we weren't that good. We didn't. Although we made it into the top four, we didn't progress to the Champions League and we didn't win the FA Cup. No trophy. So let's hope this year we can turn this around. So let's get on with this. So, so the first thing I'm going to tell you is the Chelsea news, and especially the Manchester City news. So let me start off with the Chelsea news. And there is good news and bad news concern of the players. Lampard said in his press conference that Hakim Ziyech is back. He's back from training, which is really good because we really missed him. We really missed him because Hakim Ziyech is a brilliant player, one of our best signings ever. You know, he, you know, every time I see him, I just see him make crosses, and then then that striker scores. And whenever there's a free kick, I just see him, making an assist for one of the players who will score, and I can see him taking corners like Mason Mount, and then either Thiago Silva or Kurt Silva scores. That's what I see from him, and we really missed him because even though I cannot make excuses, we cannot already rely on one man. I mean, that's what we keep on doing this season. That's what we always keep on doing. Last season, we always rely on Pulisic, but it's not only him that should be rely on, it's all the players that we should be rely on. So it's almost like this season, we always rely on Hakim Ziyech. That is not good enough. We need to rely on all the players, players to play well and, to perform well. But the only way to do that is for Lampard to play them in their right position. I keep on saying this every single time. I keep on saying this, but it's not seem to work. And that's why the players are frustrated. That's why they're frustrated because Lampard doesn't play them in their right position, which really gets me annoyed. So I hope that Hakim Ziyech doesn't do all the work. I hope the defense do well. I hope the midfielders do well. All the players do well, just like Hakim Ziyech. That's what I'm praying for. So that's the good news that Hakim Ziyech is from training. The bad news is that Reece James is suffered from hamstring. It's not the knee surgery that happened a few weeks ago, it's the hamstring. So unfortunately, our best right back will not be playing tonight. I mean, would sorry, yeah, will not be playing today. So it's really sad. But we've got someone who can cover him, and that's Aspilicueta. I mean, I know he hasn't played that much games, but some games he was really good. Captain, you know, leader, always commanding this and that, providing crosses, just like Reece James. So hopefully, Aspilicueta will do really well in this really, really tough game against Manchester City today. That's what I'm praying for. So yeah, so those are the Chelsea news. Now the Manchester City news is that since the Everton postponement, there are five players that will not feature in today's game. Five Manchester City players that will not feature. Now we now the only two players they confirmed is Kyle Walker and Gabriel Jesus. Those are the only two Manchester City players that confirmed. I'm not sure about the other three though. They said Edison could be one of them, but it's only two that they confirmed. Gabriel Jesus and Kyle Walker. That's the only two. So, so when I saw this, I was telling one of my friends that I have no reason why Chelsea can beat Manchester City. This is Chelsea's chance because we cannot play the way we played against Arsenal. Because you remember, from the start of the season, a couple of games they were winning, but then when after the 1st of November, they had no wins whatsoever against the lower team. No wins whatsoever. They didn't win against Burnley, Aston Villa, all these teams. And guess what we did? We allowed Arsenal to beat Chelsea. You know why? It's because of Lampard not playing Timo Werner on the left, all this and that. It's because of him. If Lampard wants to make Chelsea win today's game, then he has to be playing players in their right position. That's what he needs to do. Because if he does this wrong lineup again, I'll be very angry and we would lose if Lampard doesn't make the right decisions. So I'm hoping that Lampard will play players in their right position. That's what I'm praying for. So let's hope we will not play like we played against Arsenal. Let's hope that we will be stronger, we'll be better. Let's hope we can do some counter-attacking football so that we can score, this and that. That's what we need to do. That's what I want to see from this game. Show fight, passion, desire, energy, that Chelsea are a big club, and we should not be fearing of Manchester City, even though they have more possession. You know, we should show them that we are Chelsea and we will never give up, never give up. That's what I want to see. So that's why I'm confident that this Chelsea team will beat Manchester City because Chelsea, our players don't have any coronavirus cases. They haven't tested positive. We had no injuries, well, except for Reece James, with what's like I told you, as an hamstring injury. But all of our players don't need to self-isolate. They don't have positive tests. They don't have cases. So that's why we as Chelsea should be able to or manage to beat Manchester City today. Because if we do, then Chelsea will be in the top four. We can start 2021 with a win and into the top four. And that will make me well happy, and so does the other Chelsea fans. That will make me happy. So yeah, so that's why Chelsea should be able to beat Manchester City today. Even though it's really tough, there are only five Manchester City players who will not feature. I'm not sure if it's the key players, but there's five, and two of them that I mentioned, Kyle Walker and Gabriel Jesus. That's the only two that I've known and confirmed. So yes, so that's the team news. So let me tell you the head-to-head stats for Chelsea against Manchester City. So here it is. Chelsea have won their last two Premier League home matches against Manchester City, last winning more consistently against them at Stamford Bridge between 2006 to 2009, which is 4 times. So yes, so that stat is very true because the last time Manchester City beat Chelsea at Stamford Bridge was that 1-0 when Antonio Conte came in, and that was so disappointing to see that performance. After that win against Atletico Madrid in the Champions League, we just didn't perform well, and we started to lose to Manchester City at 1-0, which is not good enough. But yes, that's the last time they beat us. So so yeah. So Manchester City have only failed to score one of their last two Premier League meetings with Chelsea. Yes, in that 2-0 win, in that 2-0 loss, sorry, in 2018. Oh, I remember that game. How so remember that game. We definitely kept a clean sheet. Definitely kept a clean sheet. When Mauricio Sarri came in that day, it was 2-0 and Golo Conte scored and then David Reed scored in the corner. So I still remember that game. And and on that game was my brother's 17th birthday. He was 17 years old on that match. So yeah, it was really good. So another one is none of the 10 Premier League meetings between Chelsea 4 wins and Man City 6 wins have finished level, with the home side winning each of their last 5 in the competition. So yeah, that one makes really sense because if you look at the table, Manchester City and Chelsea have the same points, which is very strange because if you look at it, yeah, you normally see um have Manchester City haven't played the exact amount of games that Chelsea did, so that's why it makes probably sense. They had they had a couple of draws and just only, let's say, I'm not sure how many losses, but a couple of losses. So that's why I can understand. It's the first time that Chelsea and Man City have the same points. So so as you can tell, um, both teams have to win this if they want to be going back into the top four and challenge for the title. So, it's a must win for both teams, to be honest with you. So yeah, so those are the head-to-head stats. So what can I say? It's really tough, but I'm still praying that we'll win. Hopefully we will win. Because if we don't, we are in serious trouble. And if you look and I watched the game when Arsenal against West Brom, and I just look at the table. Arsenal are 11th place for now. They're 11th. They are 3 points, 3 points behind Chelsea now. So what that tells you is that if Chelsea doesn't win a couple of games and Arsenal win, that means Chelsea will be the exact same position as Arsenal. And I definitely don't want that to happen. So I'm hoping that we will win a couple of games and be title contenders and maybe finishing in the top four at the end of the season. Because I definitely don't want to see Arsenal go above Chelsea. I'm hoping that will never happen. So what can I say? It's just I'm just really worried for Chelsea right now. That's all I've got to say. So so the next thing I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna give you the starting lineup and hopefully Lampard will get this right. Hopefully. So the first one is the goalkeeper and it's still Edouard Mendy, of course. Before After the West Ham win, he conceded 4 goals. He conceded 4 goals, three against Arsenal and one against Aston Villa. Of course, it's not really good, but he's still our number one goalkeeper. He's still our number one. We cannot have Kepa back, because he will make things worse. So I'll still put Edouard Mendy as a goalkeeper. The defense, it's a back four. It's still a 4-3-3 because that's the way that's our best attacking, something like that. So the back four, left back is going to be Ben Chilwell. I mean, I know he should not be playing against Aston Villa, but but it's been 6 days since he last. It's been 6 days since he got a rest, so I think he will start. I think he will start. That's what I think. I'm not sure about Emerson, but I think Lampard will pick Ben Chilwell to start. Then the centre backs, Thiago Silva and Kurt Zouma. I mean, these two have been really good so far, especially Thiago Silva, commanding, got the man of the match against West Ham, this and that, and they've been really good when it comes to corners, scoring a header from corners, which that's what we always go score from set pieces. So yeah, them two have been really good. Right back. I'll put Aspilicueta since Reece James will not be playing today since he got a hamstring. So Aspilicueta, of course, he hasn't played that much games, but he's still he's still really good as a captain, just showing the players what to do, commanding. This is how you defend this and that. So I'll put Aspilicueta as the right back. Now we move on into the midfields. N'Golo Kante, I'll put him as this defensive midfielder. He didn't play good against Aston Villa, so I want him to because Lampard played him as the number 8, which that of course that is not his right position at all. Not his right position. He plays well as a defensive midfielder. So that's why I want to see Kante going in the defensive midfielder for me. Then the Mason Mount as the left number 8. I know he hasn't done well against a couple of games, but he plays well as the number 8 on the left hand side. On the right hand side is Kovacic for me. Now people will say, what about Havertz? Now Havertz for me did play well as the number 8 when we faced Krasnodar, but he really plays well as the number 10. He really does well as the number 10 for me. That's why we never use a 4-2-3-1 anymore. If we did use a 4-2-3-1, then yes, I would start Havertz. But Havertz cannot be in the number 8. That is not his preferred position. So that's why I put Kovacic as the right number 8. That's where I will put him as the right number 8. And then the front three, I'm hoping that Lampard will put Pulisic on the left wing because I'm just so tired of seeing Lampard putting Pulisic on the right wing. I'm so tired of this. He plays well as the left wing, not on the right wing. I'm sorry, but it's true. It's true. Remember last season, he played on the left wing. He did really well, scored a brilliant solo goal. The first goal for Chelsea in that 2-1 win. He played on the left wing. So I'm hoping that Lampard will play him on the left wing yet again. Please. On the right wing. Now, I'm not sure if Hakim Ziyech is fit enough to play, but if he does, then I'll start him. We need him. Of course, Callum Hudson-Odoi deserves to start, but Callum Hudson-Odoi only starts if Hakim Ziyech feels that he needs to be benched first. So it's really tough. But if he's fit enough, then I'll start him because we need someone like him who will make crosses, this and that, getting a couple of assists because he has done it before. He's been really good so far. And like I said, he's our best signing. So I'll put Hakim Ziyech on the right wing. Then in the middle, it has to be Giroud for me. It has to be him. Because if we're going to use a 4-3-3, then we have to start Giroud. Because first of all, he's our top scorer, and second of all, he will score from crosses. Tam Abraham will not do it. I'm not sure about Timo Werner, but Olivier Giroud for me will score from crosses. And that's why I want Giroud to start. Even though people have been telling me why can't you not put Timo Werner on in the middle or as a striker? And I said to them is that we when he played a striker in that Aston Villa game, still missed chances. So that's why I cannot put um, Timo Werner as a striker. I can only put Giroud because he's our top scorer and he's so much better than Timo Werner and Tam Abraham right now. So that's why I put Giroud instead of Tam Abraham as a striker. That is what I'll do. So there you have it. That is my predicted lineup. And that's the lineup I want to see Lampard use for today's game if we're going to win. So the last and not least is the prediction. Now, I know I keep on saying 2-1, but that's the scoreline that we usually get from big teams. We usually say 2-1 to Liverpool, 2-1 to Arsenal, all these teams, big teams, you know. So that's why I'm still gonna say 2-1 because even though we should have beat Aston Villa on Monday, today we need to show Manchester City who we are. Like we're never gonna give up. We're never gonna be playing like we did against Aston Villa and Arsenal. We're gonna be stronger, better, and have defend well, attack well. The midfield needs to show some fight, passion, all of this stuff. That's what we need to show Manchester City. So, so I'm gonna go for 2-1. You know, I'm just hoping that we'll win today because if we don't, like I said before, Chelsea are in serious trouble, and so is Lampard, because we cannot be in the mid-table team. We are not in the mid-table team. We are in top four table team. We need to finish in the top four if we're gonna be title contenders, or maybe in the top two, whichever one is better. That's what we need to do. So I'm hoping today in this game we will beat Manchester City. That is all I want. That is all I want, just to win. No draw. If it's a draw, I'll take that, but I definitely want to win. That is what I've got to say. So there you have it. That is my match preview for Chelsea against Manchester City, and I'm just praying that we'll win. I know I keep on saying this in this video, but I just want Chelsea to turn this around this year. This is 2021, and like I said, let's hope 20 this year will be better than last year. That is all I want. That is all I got to say. So that's it. That's the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching. Remember, if you're new around here, make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit that like button if you enjoy this content, and I'll see you for the match reaction. And hopefully, you will see me happy and smiley when we get the win. So that's what I'm praying for. So thank you guys for watching. Um, enjoy the game. Enjoy the rest of this afternoon. Take care. See you later, and peace.